Hello everyone, it's another Dragon Age Inquisition day today. We're back. Hello. Let's continue where we left off last time. And today we'll try to do the which quest was it? The quest to go to the Fade. I can't remember what it's called. But let's try to do that today. First we'll have to complete the Western approach. So let's go ahead and switch screens. Okay. Here we are. Back in the Western approach. Okay, so I'll just try to complete everything. Over here. Let's start with this Fade Rift. Ooh, loot. So off stream last week, we managed to, what do you call that? Respec all of our companions with the correct skills. A good build by our community member, John Shepard. Good builds for all 9 companions, including ourselves, our main character here. And whoa, that was spooky. Ooh, come here. Okay, ready for wave number 2. Yeah, and if I remember correctly, I also managed to clean our inventory last week off stream so that we won't be over encumbered. They're all far away from me. There we go. Okay, we made quick work of that Fade Rift. We've got a few things to explore here, to discover rather. And let's do that now. Anything we missed over there? Any loot? Nothing in particular, I guess. There's nothing else here. It's just sand and rocks. Ooh, I can see another ocularum over there. And an entrance to a cave, perhaps? And the last astrarium. Up here. We'll have to climb up.
We'll need to look around.
I can see that black wall. I also, I also changed my party mates for this run. We have black wall here, Sarah and Vivienne. Okay. Let's see if we can do this without any without relying on any guides. First. How about this one, and this one? Down here. Here. Ooh, almost. 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 Let's see. We'll probably have to start from this one. And then, whoops, that's wrong. That's already wrong. Okay, it's this middle one over here. And then this, and this. Yay, we did it! Alright, we did that without having to look up any guides online. Constellation Saturnalis, referred to as either Satina, after the moon, or as Saturnalia after the holiday in common parlance. The constellation Saturnalis has always been depicted by the celebrant, a seated man playing a lyre. It should be noted that in ancient adventure, the constellation was known as Mortimalis and was represented by a warrior holding aloft a head, usually that of an elf. That is very bad. The movement to officially rename it took hold in the Divine Age, and after 800 years the original is all but forgotten. Good for us. From a study of the Doge and astronomy by Sister Oren Petrarchus. Okay, a little passageway here, some tunnels, a tunnel system. It feels as if the it seems as if, ooh, that is a room. We'll have to find Balefire. Hi. Hi. Oh, this is Service. Hey, Service. We've been looking for you all over the Western Approach. Come here. I didn't know you were here. I thought we'd find you much later.
Agent Carp, the Inquisition was here on his butt.
Oh my. Let's talk to him. Can we? Oh, okay. We have to fight those people first. Some of the other Venatori. Deal with that guy. Okay, good job, Vivienne and Blackwell. Okay, let's go talk to Service first. Service, are you still there? He is.
Still breathing. He's resilient, I'll give him that.
Resilient and resourceful. You could make use of that, my dear.
Take him in alive.
Have some of the troops bring him in. I'll deal with him back at Skyhold.
Alright, I don't know why Sarah didn't like that, though. She just probably wanted to leave him for dead. Left for dead, just like that game. Ooh. Is it, where is it? Where is it? It's probably down. It's probably below us. Right below us. Let's claim this landmark first. The last step, a fragment of an inscription remains on one of the stones. It reads, "Last step of civilization before the abyss." Okay. Sounds sad. I can hear more Venatori murmuring. Fall damage, another mosaic piece. Well, our first mosaic piece for today. Ooh. I saw something to be energized. Here, a vial of archdemon blood. Is this for Blackwall? Yeah.
Excellent.
We only need 2 more artifacts. And we need to find 2 more artifacts in Emprise du Lion. Okay. We won't be going there anytime soon. So I guess we can just leave Blackwall for now. Oh, thank you for standing next to the loot, Vivienne. To remind me that we have loot to pick up. Okay. Go ahead and energize it for me. Oops. Pick it up again. Pick it up, Vivian. Pick it up. Pick it up. There. Okay. Let's go ahead and take that Veilfire that we found here. Sorry, not Veilfire. The rune. Here we go. We got a Master Frost rune. Okay, anything else here? Guess not. Let's go climb up. Wow. Climb the ladder. Always takes time. Some loot here. A huge chest. I'll be back. Don't push me. Don't you dare push me, Vivian. Why were you pushing me? Okay, I'm not gonna bother climbing down the ladder. I'll just fall down. 'Cause it's faster that way. Anything else? Nothing? Okay. I can see... Yeah, we've completed that Astrarium. There is still a question mark over there. Let's go back. Oh, we must have missed it. My shield and armor are both bloody. Which is sad. Oh. Is it underground? I feel like we've been here earlier. Huh. Weird. I wonder. What is this thing here? Just an old fortress, I assume? No entrance to it? Oh, okay, that is our thingy. The last step. What? What? Why was it a question mark? The last step. Did we claim a landmark there? I don't think so. Or under this one. No. This was the landmark that we took. Where we claimed. So I don't exactly know what that last step is. Could it be a bug? I don't know. It could also be something underground. Ooh, there's Fade Rift there. I don't really think there's anything there. It could just be a bug. Okay. There, that's better. There's nothing else for us here. Let's proceed to this part. And I guess this part here. So first let's do that one in the middle. And finish business. Oh, I can hear Venatori murmuring. Hey! Hi!
It's one of the mages Cassandra is after.
Oh, I should have brought Cassandra with me. I didn't know. I didn't want to go all the way back.
One down!
Oops. Lord. What happened? I keep falling. I almost died. There you go. Oh, I didn't even see.
One less problem for Cassandra to worry about.
Oh, sadly, she wasn't here to witness it herself, but it's okay. John Shepard on Twitch says, "Hey, Bunny and Rose, look out for those mines." Thank you. It was the mines. Oh, she approved twice. It was the mines that got me. Welcome back, John. How is your Saturday morning? I don't need a Veilfire. There. Let's see. There's a couple of loot here that we can pick up. They're just crafting resources, crafting materials. I can hear a dragon roaring. Roaring. Okay, that's it for that part. Let's move on to this question mark there. So that we can proceed to the next main quest. John's just killing zombies this weekend. What kind of game are you playing?
I wish we had more proper chevaliers in the Inquisition and fewer low-life thugs.
Amazing.
No matter how much you pretend I'm furniture, I'm still a person with ears that can hear you.
You recognize yourself there? Good.
Amazing, Vivienne. Wow. That is a good way to make friends. Calling them low-life thugs? Are you okay, Vivienne? Do you need help? There, you've spotted everything. John says, 7 Days to Die, zombie survival game. Cool. Is that a multiplayer? Do you play with friends or are you doing it alone? I'm on fire! Stay away from the spawn points. Okay. Please. Okay. We're doing quite well this time. Everyone's on fire. There we go. We're done. We completed that rift. And that is all the rift, I think, here in the western approach. I can still hear Venatori. And there's more over there. I don't think there's anything down there, so let's just go. We'll do the shards. There's one right next to our camp. Let's also try to go inside this cave. Oops. John says, none of my IRL friends even play video games. It has a co-op, but I don't play with randoms. I see. I think some of my IRL friends from university, they play games. I think 2 of them also stream. Yeah, but I don't usually play multiplayer games. It's just... I mean, I used to play like MMOs and stuff. Sometimes I still play with Rose. I play... Ooh, a quarry. I thought that this was a cave system, so it's just a quarry. Now we have all the requirements for to build a superior tower back at Skyhold. But I don't usually play kind of like those multiplayer games like Among Us. But that would be great. It would be nice for collaborations and all that with other streamers. I just haven't tried it myself in private. I just play MMOs like Ragnarok and ESO, Elder Scrolls Online with Rose. Randomly. Sometimes we feel like going back to a specific game and yeah, picking it back up and playing it, and then only to drop it again after a few months. It's just how we are. Oh, here! But before we open that gate, let's circle back and take the shards. Pick them up from the ground. Okay, goodbye to you. No loot, huh? Sadly, no loot. Rose on Twitch says, yeah, we are so behind on ESO. That is true. We haven't really done any of the DLCs yet. Ooh, we can now unlock the next door back in the Forbidden Oasis. We've got another shard here. Ooh. That's cool. We need 2 more shards to unlock another door. One of the other elemental doors. It's up here. We'll have to climb the ladder again. Or do some platforming. No, we can't. Let's go ahead and climb that ladder. John Shepard asks, how do you like ESO? I never tried it. I think we started playing back in 2018 on the PlayStation, and we loved it. We loved it a lot. I know a lot of people from the community, the Elder Scrolls community, aren't very fond of it and consider it non-canon, but personally, you know, we both love it. It's fun. It's definitely a great way to experience the world of Elder Scrolls with a friend or a family member. And also meet friends, become part of guilds, do group content like dungeons, trials and all that. Although personally we've never really done trials because they're hard. They take longer. They're like 30 minutes to an hour. And yeah, we've done a couple of dungeons with guildmates or randoms. It can be a bit fun. I think the community is very welcoming. They're kind. They're not the type to, you know, trash talk and insult you and all that. All those toxic stuff. So it's definitely something that we both enjoy playing together. We've managed to complete 2 factions. What do you call that? The Aldmeri Dominion. And the second one is... Ooh. The one with the Nords and the Argonians. I can't remember what it's called. And we were almost done with the Daggerfall Covenant. The one with the Okay. Yeah, we were almost done with that. I think we had 2 more regions to complete, but we kind of, you know, just left. As we do when it comes to games, we always just, you know, randomly leave when we're tired of it, and then only to pick it up back again after a few months. Oh, there. Rose says, Almeri Dominion and Ebonheart Pact. Thank you so much. It would usually take us about 3 weeks to complete a I don't know, like a region or something. And there are usually 5 regions or 5 maps per faction. And this is only the base game. There are a bunch of DLCs that some of which we have. Like, we get it for free because sometimes they give away DLCs for free as part of login rewards. But we haven't really played any. I think in 2018 we played a part of the Morrowind DLC and also the Clock something city. Sotha Seal's Domain. Whatever it's called. Clockwork City or something. Gate of Thoth. This gate is carved with symbols of Thoth, the old god of fire. Okay, now we can open this one. Or not. There's still a mecha. Oh, it's just this lever. Rose says the alliance quests are so long. They are very long indeed. It takes about 3 weeks to complete a single map. Okay, I feel like I've done all Astrariums. Yeah. Let's go and get our reward from this camp. John says it's not made or maintained by a core Bethesda team that made Skyrim as far as I know. Yes, I think it's ZeniMax. That is responsible for maintaining and running the Elder Scrolls Online. But in terms of like lore and all that, I still like it. I still find it fun to learn about, I'd say, like kind of like a deeper dive into the different cultures of each of the races in Tamriel. A hyena! And I also like that you can go to a lot of different places in Tamriel. That makes it much more fun.
You first, then I'll avenge you.
Sarah, what are you talking about? Oh, okay, so she wants me to go inside a cave first. And then if I die, she'll avenge me. Okay, sure. Another Veilfar. Another rune to find. Blight Overlook. Ooh. What a scary name. That sounds ominous. John also says, so that's kind of better sign that it can be good. Oh, okay. It is good. I heard that when it first launched in 2014, it also wasn't very critically acclaimed. It wasn't really enjoyed by a lot of fans, but I think they remade, I want to say remake, they kind of overhauled it, I think in 2016, and then a lot of people came to enjoy it much better. Is that it? Is that all that there is here? Oh, just this loot. Ooh! Wow, nice! A masterwork enchanter mail and a griffin blade. And that is our reward, and here is the rune. Oh my, Vivienne. Why did you drop the Veilfire? We'll have to go all the way back then. Where do you drop it? I thought you'd be more careful. John says Bethesda isn't known for consistency in lore, so whatever lore established in ESO can be changed in ES6. That's true. They do love to retcon stuff. But I also think it's probably because it is hard to keep track of so many lore elements. I wonder if they have some sort of like a master list of lore elements. Here. There we go. We've got it. Yeah, I think I tend to be quite understanding when it comes to the gaming industry. Much more than other gamers. I try to kind of like be more objective when it comes to stuff, so I am less judgmental. But that's just me. I feel like I also wouldn't be able to keep track of all the lore elements, even if I am a very big lore fan. I tend to forget things, because I'm just human. Rose says, The Elder Scrolls also has a different way of storytelling where you don't really know whether what you hear or read is really true. Yeah, that is true. They have that unreliable narrator thing going on. So it's easy to retcon stuff. There's that thing that they did for Elder Scrolls 2, Daggerfall, where the dragon break type of thing. To make it so that all endings of Daggerfall are considered lore friendly or canon. The where were you when the dragon broke type of thing. Which I think makes it, I don't know. Some may consider it lazy storytelling. I agree with that. But also, I feel like that also makes it easier for the developers to acknowledge the fact that they had multiple endings for some of the games, particularly Daggerfall. Let me back in! I'm the Inquisitor. And John says, that's just laziness and an excuse. They are a massive company, not one person. A lot of people latch into the world they build. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, if I ran a company, I would definitely try to be more careful and double check everything. Ooh, is it under? It's below me. But when it comes to lore inconsistencies, I just try to, you know, not be very strict about that. I think the most important thing for me in a game is that I enjoy the story, the interaction with NPCs, the atmosphere, the maps. And that I can do a lot of different things. I can do a lot of different things in the game. Like, for example, I can do quests, I can roleplay, I can craft a little if I wanted to. Ooh. Would you look at that? We're finally done with the Western approach. Yes! Look at that! We are done. Finally, we are just going to ignore the other requisitions because we don't have time for that. But we're done with all the shards, the astrariums. We also have picked up the the loot that we get access to once we finish all the Astrariums. No more quests, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go check. We are in the western approach. Oh, there's this one. We have to go back to the war table first to do that. It's to take care of this Abyssal High Dragon, if I'm not mistaken, which is Frederick's quest. Okay, I'm a little sick. I have a runny nose. Let's go back to Skyhold then. Take care of a few war table operations. But yes, when it comes to games, I'd say even my favorite games, there are still things that I'd say need improvement, in my opinion, or things that I'm not very fond of. So that's why I try to be a bit more forgiving when it comes to games, because even my top games, including Dragon Age, are things that I don't enjoy. I'm starting to enjoy combat a bit more, thankfully, thanks to your builds, John Shepard, but it's still not my cup of tea, I guess, compared to, I'd say, Skyrim combat, Fallout combat, which I'm more used to. Rose says you have a point. And John says to change it because you can't work with it or play within the constraints is lack of creativity. Yeah, I can agree with you on that.
You find the strangest things, Inquisitor. Interesting altogether.
Have we already completed a mosaic?
Stone met, Inquisitor.
Let's see.
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Here you go, Inquisitor.
Yay!
I
Our
wrote up some
first
thoughts.
mosaic.
Hope it adds to the effort.
Let's go read it. Where is it? Where is it? History? I guess not. Is it under Tales? Probably under Tales, right? What is it called again? I can't remember. Magic? Is it under magic? No, it's not. Do. Well, I'll look it up later. John says, if you're creative enough, then you can make something special with limited variables. To have complete freedom isn't always good. That is true. I definitely am with you on that. Oh, we can judge someone. Let's go visit them first. I want to see. I want to visit them. John also says, when is the first dragon fight? Ooh, I wonder. We can try. We can try to go to the hinterlands before we proceed to the fate. I think it's right below us. If I'm not mistaken, I need to find the dungeons. I want to visit our prisoner. Jean also says, I can give you completely broken Skyrim builds too, but I won't because reasons. Huh, I can't remember how to get there. Is it this way?
You've gathered quite the collection.
I think so.
Wonder how.
You wanted them over the bed.
Yeah, I think for Skyrim, I just play it as I do, even if there really isn't any particular build that I follow. I just I feel like it's much easier to play even with a build that's not very good or not a build at all.
Thank you for Haven and your efforts at Therenfall. I am committed to serve your worship.
Thanks, Lisette. Oh, hi, there are people praying here. Sorry. So we are currently in the garden at Skyhold, which I guess means that we're nowhere near the dungeon.
Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will.
Let's try to find it. Oh, we can probably just fast travel to it, right? If there is a nearby fast travel. Let's see. That's the judgment. Fast travel here. There's coal there. Sarah is in the that place. The tavern. That's Blackwall. Okay. I don't know where to fast travel to. John says, my build kills the legendary dragon that spawn around level 90, I think, and legendary difficulty under 5 seconds. Oh, wow. You are very good at making builds. Let's go back. This is not the path to the dungeon.
That's the lot. Strange story. Fortress.
Oh,
No one else has
plenty.
them, that's for sure.
No one interesting.
Stone Mat Inquisitor.
Any other mosaic that we've
Do you have
completed?
insight into the stories these
Tell you what,
Okay,
who better,
that's
right?
it.
A good dwarven perspective.
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
John adds, without any exploits, which most people use, like the restoration loop. There's a restoration loop? I've never really used exploits in Skyrim. That's why I'm not familiar. Let's go this way. Maybe the dungeons are somewhere here. Oh, hi Colin. How are you doing? How about here? No. What is this empty room? What is that empty room, I wonder? Did you... No. They still haven't patched up that vulnerability. What are you doing, Inquisition workers? You need to patch it up. John says, Skyrim is the most exploitable game ever. Even without knowing, you'd stumble into something. Wow. I guess it's also... I guess it's probably because it's easy to mod and it's quite buggy. My Colin's bedroom is a mess. Fix it. Who are these people? John says you should watch some of Spiffing Brit's video. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for sharing. I wonder if we're anywhere close to the dungeons. I still can't find a dungeon. This place is huge. Oh, that's the way to the tavern. We're not trying to go to the tavern right now. I guess it's in this tower, right? Probably. I totally forgot how to get to the dungeons. This is not it. Where are you, dungeons? Oh, and this led us back to the garden. Sadly. Is there another? I feel like there might be another path through the library or something. One of those places here in the main hall.
Inquisitor.
John says, "I love all of his Bethesda videos and Sims videos. Absolutely hilarious." Oh, it's this one. Okay, his name is Spiffing Brits. I'll keep that in mind. Here, we're finally here. Took us a while. We went all around Skyhold. Okay, this is the kitchens. These rooms are kind of hard to navigate. Okay, this is a secret study. Where are the dungeons? Wow, am I really that dumb? Okay, that leads to the stables. I'm just like opening and closing doors at this point. Huh. Are we not going to the right way? Oh well. Oh well. Let's go visit Blackwall. He might have something to say.
Heard you found something that had to do with wardens.
A lot of
Would
stuff.
have liked to have seen it.
Okay, nothing to ask him.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
John says, but that's the games are so poorly coded at finding bugs and glitches as easy as in most other games.
No one knows who he really is.
That's
They never
true.
do. You don't understand. Fairbanks fights for us and others.
Ooh, Fairbanks, the
stay
guy
He's
in...
like Hood,
Is it Emerald
Ill
Graves or
Edge,
Salted
Rat
Plains?
Red, she of the Red. Talk often turns to red around the trysting tree.
John
You're
also says if you
old.
take 3
This isn't
store
like
discount
us.
perks, then a
This is
vault
real.
opens under Skyhold. Ooh, cool. Thanks for that information. I didn't know that. Oh, is this where the dungeons are? No. No. I can't believe I can't find my own dungeon. Amazing. I am the Inquisitor and I can't find my own dungeons. Oh, is it here? I think it's here. I feel it. I can feel it in my bones. We're getting closer to the dungeons. Yes! Yes! Haha! Okay, where is our where's our prisoner?
No one to watch over, your worship.
Wait, I thought we
We
had
either have
one.
many friends, or you've made short work of enemies.
I thought we have one prisoner. That service guy, the Tevinter guy. I guess he hasn't been transported. Oh my, we need to work on our dungeons. That looks scary. Spooky. Let's see if we have Inquisition perks to use. Perk points to use for the store discount. John says they only appear in prison if you sentence them to prison, not prior. Oh, okay. I see. What a big waste of time. I thought they would be there waiting for their sentencing. I guess not.
Before you is Service of the Minrathous Circle of Magi. You
Hi.
met him and his Venatori in the Western Approach. He admits to working for Corypheus, raising monsters and using magic for conquest. He also used his connections to smuggle magical artifacts out of the Approach.
Okay,
without
that is not
his master's
good.
consent.
Huh. Okay, without his master's consent. That is interesting. I'm actually
You stole
impressed.
from Corypheus. I don't know whether that's stupidly brave or bravely stupid.
I was hired by a third party.
I
I've no
wonder who that
loyalty to him.
is.
Might you find that useful, your worship?
I'm sorry, are you attempting to bargain with us?
Bargain. I
Negotiation.
plead. I throw myself on your mercy. I also have friends in Tevinter who owe me large debts.
I wonder what to do with
Leave
you.
what happened in the approach behind us, Inquisitor, and I can put them all at your disposal.
Huh. Give him back to Corypheus. I want him as a smuggler. Throw him in jail. An informant on probation. Ooh, this looks interesting. We should probably use him as a smuggler.
Someone who can smuggle
Yay,
magical
another
artifacts
agent.
to Tevinter and back shouldn't be wasted on court diplomacy. Bring those artifacts back to the Inquisition. Procure something really useful, and we might loosen the shackles.
Okay,
Your
you now
worship
work
knows
for us.
value when she sees it. I won't disappoint.
Good, good. Solus likes that. I think our companions are divided. Some of them didn't like it. Some of them did. Okay, let's move on to the war table operation. Hi, Josie. How are you
Any
today?
news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
Oh,
Let's speak later.
Farewell.
we have to check on our war table operation then. John says, I think this agent acquisition is bugged. He doesn't appear in war table list. Okay, let's go check that out. I wonder why. Why could it be? Do we have perks? No perks, sadly. Let's look at this report. The Serpent of Navarre, the agent known as Argent, infiltrated the Navarran royal palace and killed Varelius, eliminating several others who she reports were clearly co-conspirators. King Marcus is reported to have awakened as if from a dream. The Inquisition is not connected to any of this, and the king is enraged to have been magically influenced in such a manner. He will definitely be more wary of Venatori emissaries in the future. Argent brought back several interesting items that were in Varelius's possession from Liliana, and we got a Magister Eye Staff from that. I hope that that was a good conclusion. Secure a source of water for outposts. Inquisitor, our soldiers in the western approach located a suitable freshwater source. They faced some resistance from a particularly aggressive wyvern, but were able to subdue the threat and secure the area. I'm told that Lieutenant Core in particular should be commended for his quick response. As you can imagine, their successes raised morale among our followers in the western approach. From Cullen. And we unlocked the next operation, which is deal with the angry Vargas. Okay. Let's move on to Ferelden and check this one out. Inquisitor Judge Ald has signed the papers we need to present the Du Paraquets as nobility again. There is now only one step left. A royal minister must ratify them. Please come see me when you have a chance. The judge passes on his compliments, by the way. Apparently the hunt was a marvelous bit of sport, and our soldiers acquitted themselves bravely against something called a screaming man-eater. The infirmary reassures me the injured will make a full recovery. From Josephine. Okay, we got that done. Let's take a look at our perks. That probably is connection, under connection. Yeah, he's not here. Doesn't look like he's here. How about forces? No, he's not here either. Secrets, I guess. No, he's not here either. Yeah, you're right. He isn't here. He's bugged. Alrighty then. Let's go proceed. Let's do something. I wonder what we can do for now. Deal with the angry Vargas. Commander, the situation is improving here at Griffin Wing. Water source secured, and most things are under control. However, our activities in the desert have destroyed some Vargas nests, which has riled them up and desperate. Now they are attacking caravans on the main road, scavenging from our provisions. Makes it hard to get supplies in for the soldiers. Any advice? Knight Captain Rylan. Liliana says the Vargas situation is partly our fault. We took their water, their habitat. Our veterans rangers could try to lead the Vargas to a better place where they can establish themselves. That sounds like a good idea, Liliana. And Cullen suggests, Maker's Breath. I'll send some of our rangers to hunt and kill these pests. I'll keep the area clear. That is not good. Let's get Liliana to do that for us.
Let's see what we have.
John says, I'll go feed my cats. Be back shortly. Take care. I hope that your cats enjoy their meal. See you soon. How about improving morale? Translate the dragon text. Ambassador Montelier, I have been considering your last letter, and as I do owe you a debt of gratitude for handling the Cumberland incident, I think I have found something that may solve your mystery. I have an acquaintance in Minrathis who has a brother in that circle's College of Antiquities. A few favors, and he may be able to translate your ancient text, but I should warn you, they are likely to be costly favors. Still, this may be your most promising avenue. Yours sincerely, Baron Maxwell von Serrand. Okay, let's do Josephine. Josephine for that. A favor for a friend if a friend can get the manuscript translated by an expert. Esteemed Ambassador Montelier, enclosed you will find a completed translation of your fascinating manuscript, which our scholars estimate to predate the First Blight. The dialect caused quite a stir in historical linguistics. The College of Antiquities would be most interested in further cooperation with Inquisition should you uncover more Tavine documents from the pre-Blight era. Cordially, Anaximander Vetri, Dean of Antiquities, Minrathis Circle. Cool. New area unlocked. No, not now. I feel like we're not strong enough to face that dragon. How about Western Approach resources? Okay, maybe not that. Investigate ancient laboratory. Nightingale, the last Venatori, have left the ancient laboratory in the wake of the Inquisitor's attack. We can be sure that secrets have been left behind, those of the Venatori, the ancient defenders, or both. We should not allow the desert to bury them. By Fisher. Liliana suggests that we send agents capable of disarming whatever traps and tricks remain and bringing back valuables. Josephine suggests that there are Chantry scholars eager to see these ruins. We could salvage artifacts and earn their gratitude all at once. Or Cullen, he's not participating. I feel like this is a Liliana thing because there might still be traps and tricks. We care about the safety of our scouts and soldiers. How about this one? We continue the investigation. We still have neither race nor background information on the Venatori agent in Hunterfell. The Bells are effectively nobility in the city. Any information about them is protected. We have confronted the Talvashoth, whatever else she may be, is not a mage. Whether she is or was one of Duke Tithus' lovers, she now appears to be in a relationship with the smuggler. Okay. A Talvashoth cannot hide her reputation easily, says Josephine, no matter how protective she is. Let my ladies ask about her. Or let me try to find out more about the Mortalitasi. I wonder. Let's do Josephine for this one.
At your service.
And let's find something for Cullen to do. How about improving morale? Commander, our work continues in the approach. It's a difficult post, but our soldiers are determined to represent the Inquisition as best as they can. Morale flags at times, but we manage. Knight Captain Rylan. Liliana says the terrain in the approach is unkind. Our soldiers would be more comfortable if fitted with proper shoes. Josephine suggests that perhaps a distraction would help. We can see about sending books. They could set up a small library. Colin suggests simple comforts can go a long way, and rations don't lift a soldier's spirits. We can see that they have a good meal at the end of the day. I think that's the most important thing. A good meal.
All right.
That will definitely improve their morale. Now we've got everything covered. All of our advisors have something to do. Let's go ahead and check with Josephine before we enter the Fade.
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
What is our next move?
What's the next favor we need to get these Duparacats to lordship?
We must persuade Minister Belize to ratify the papers. She's in charge of these matters of rank. The minister will be at a small fete thrown by the Marquis Wiscott. I'll get you an invitation.
Okay. I wonder if we can still assign one of our advisors for that. Let's go check it out quickly before we go to the Fade. I wonder where that is. Oh, everyone's busy at the moment. Okay, we'll do that some other time. Let's go to the Fade first. Let's save here. Let's check our map. Do we have anything to do? We've got this with Iron Bull. Maybe we can check in with him before we leave.
Inquisitor.
And the tavern is which way again? This way. Here we are. Ooh, cutscene. Training time.
Come on, Krim. I'm working my ass off trying to get you to see that move.
You still got plenty of ass left, Chief. Your worship.
Hey,
Glad
everyone.
you came by. I got a letter from my contacts in the Ben Hasrath. Already verified it with Red.
Should this be private?
Do you want to discuss this alone?
Not like I was hiding it from my boys. Besides, right now, I need to hit something.
Okay.
You know they've got training dummies, Chief.
The training dummy might actually defend itself against the shield bash. Anyway, the Ben Hasrath letter.
Okay, what is in the letter?
What did the letter say?
The Ben Hasrath have been reading my reports. They don't like Corypheus or his Venatori.
I can imagine.
And they really don't like Red Lyrium.
Mm-hmm.
They're ready to work with us. With you, boss.
Thanks.
The Qunari and the Inquisition joining forces.
Good to hear. I'm interested.
That could be a powerful alliance.
My people have never made a full-blown alliance with a foreign power before. This would be a big step.
All right.
They
Thanks.
found a massive Red Lyrium shipping operation out on the coast.
Ooh, is that a Storm Coast
They wanted
thing?
us to hit it together. Talked about bringing in one of their dreadnoughts.
Mm.
Always wanted to see one of those big warships in action.
Cool. Krem, defend yourself.
Go get some water. They're worried about tipping the smugglers, so no army. My chargers, you, maybe some backup.
Cool. Okay. What are they offering then?
What does this alliance really get us?
They wouldn't use the word alliance if they didn't mean it.
Okay,
Naval
they're
power.
serious about
More
this.
Ben Hasrath reports. Qunari soldiers pointed at the Venatori. It could do a lot of good.
Is there something wrong? Or are you kind of uneasy about it?
You don't seem entirely happy about this.
No, I'm good. It's... I'm used to them being over there. It's been a while.
Huh, you don't want them to spread?
I thought the Kunari wanted to extend their reach to the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just didn't think I'd see it. Look, the Qun answers a lot of questions. It's a good life for a lot of people. But it's a big change. And a lot of folks here wouldn't do so well under that kind of life.
I agree.
I guess it's not like we're converting. This is just us joining forces against Corypheus. On that front, I think we're good.
Yeah, I just don't want to convert, please. No forced conversions, please. Yeah, I'll do it.
I think the Inquisition could use some help from the Kunari.
We welcome
Good.
any
I'll
help.
pass on word to Cullen and Red. We can set up the meeting whenever you're ready.
All right. Good, good. We'll do the fade first, because I feel like that's an entire operation. There's still one thing that I wanted to kind of check before we had... Oh! It was a dragon. We'll do that after the fade. Let us now proceed to, Here lies the abyss. And that is in Crestwood. And this is our closest. If it can activate, please let us. Oh my, it's bugged. Let us move to that camp. No, we'll have to select it again. I guess not. Let's fast travel to that camp first before we fast travel to the one nearby. Okay, for this, we're going to the Fade. Let's bring our most favorite, our favorite companions, Cassandra, Dorian, and Varric. I feel like we did a lot already.
Nothing to report, sir.
Well, we finished our goal of completing the Western approach. After this, after completing this main quest, we shall be moving on to the Exalted Plains, I think. Which will be probably the next stream, because this quest is long. It's quite long. Main quests are usually about an hour and a half. Or longer. Are we going the right way? I guess so. We are here to meet Hawke's warden ally in Crestwood. And here is his hideout, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Hawke is here.
Glad you made it. I just got here myself. My contact with the wardens should be at the back of the cave.
Okay, I'm glad I didn't make you wait that long. I saw other wardens, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in Crestwood, trying to find your warden contact.
A group of wardens were protecting a villager from corpses out near Crestwood.
They were likely hunting my friend. I'm glad they didn't come looking for people to help in here. They might well be good men, but they've been given bad orders.
Okay. Anything else to say? Nothing?
Let's go.
Alrighty then. Let's pick up some deep mushroom on our way to meet your friend. Knock knock. Is anybody home? Oh. Be careful with that.
It's just us. I brought the Inquisitor.
My name is Toud, and I'm at your service, Inquisitor.
Nice to meet you. I could use another ally.
I'll take all the help I can get. I know the Wardens have troubles of their own. I wonder, though, might those troubles have anything to do with Corypheus?
I fear it is so. When my friend Hawke slew Corypheus, Weishaupt was happy to put the matter to rest. But an archdemon can survive wounds that seem fatal, and I feared Corypheus might possess the same power.
True.
My investigation uncovered clues, but no proof. Then, not long after, every warden in Orlais began to hear the calling.
Maker, why didn't you tell me?
It was a Grey Warden matter. I was bound by an oath of secrecy.
What is the calling?
Is the calling some sort of Grey Warden ritual?
The calling tells a warden that the Blight will soon claim him. Starts with dreams. Then come whispers in his head. The warden says his farewells and goes to the deep roads to meet his death in combat.
And every Grey Warden in Orlais is hearing that right now. They think they're dying.
That's really
Yes.
bad.
Likely because of Corypheus. If the wardens fall, who will stand against the next Blight? It is our greatest fear.
So Corypheus isn't controlling them. He's bluffing them with this calling.
Mm-hmm.
And they're falling for it.
Okay, let's go ask some questions first. Can Corypheus really do that?
Is the calling they're hearing real, or is Corypheus mimicking it somehow?
I know not. Even as a senior warden, I had heard only the vaguest whispers of Corypheus. The wardens believe that this calling is real, and they will act accordingly. That is all we know for certain.
Are you affected?
You said all the Wardens are hearing the calling. Does that include you?
Sadly, yes. It lurks like a wolf in the shadows around a campfire. The creature that makes this music has never known the love of the Maker, but at times, I almost understand it. We must uncover what Corypheus has done and end it. This cannot stand.
How is this possible?
How can Corypheus make all these Wardens hear the calling?
I cannot say. We know little about him, save that he is dangerous. He is a Magister, as well as a Darkspawn, and speaks with the voice of the Blight. That lets him affect the minds of Wardens, since we are tied to the Blight ourselves.
I get it now.
It must be how he created this false calling.
Okay. Wardens are desperate.
So the Wardens are making some last, desperate attack on the Darkspawn.
We are the only ones who can slay archdemons. Without us, the next Blight will consume the world. Warden Commander Clarel spoke of a blood magic ritual to prevent future blights before we all perish. When I protested the plan as madness, my own comrades turned on me.
That's not a good
Grey Wardens are
decision.
gathering here, in the western approach.
Really? They're actually here.
It is an ancient Tevinter ritual tower. Meet me there, and we will find answers.
Alrighty.
Let's go.
We should get to the ritual tower in the western approach as soon as possible, Your Worship.
Tell me about Clarel.
Clarel's the Warden Commander, right? What's she like?
She was a good warden. Once. Among those King Cailan reached out to before the Blight. She always resented missing the chance to help. When the calling came, Clarel stopped listening to the rest of us. Only magic could solve this problem, she said.
Is Corypheus controlling her?
Do you think Corypheus is using the calling to control her?
It's hard to say. I have heard the whispers of the calling myself, but it's only noise, no words. Certainly no commands. Either way, the guilt is hers. She's Warden Commander. She should bow to no one's word, but wise hounds.
That is true. I want to know more about the wardens.
What's it like, being a warden? I can't even imagine.
It's been a long time since I was anything else. It becomes your life, searching out Darkspawn, killing them, ensuring no one ever knows how close they are.
Did you know about Corypheus?
Corypheus was in a warden prison, right? So you must know something about him.
I know little, and that much only because of my relative seniority. Most wardens have never heard of him. When I suggested Corypheus might have something to do with the calling, the warden mages turned on me. I trained some of those wardens myself. If I knew any more of Corypheus, I would share it, your worship.
Alrighty.
We'll talk later.
Anything else to discover in his hideout? Regarding the calling, so many refuse to speak of it, but how can we know it? How can we identify it if we do not share it? The calling is not a source of shame. The song that whispers in the back of my mind is no evil upon my soul, but the mark of a life well lived in service of a greater good. If all things come from the Maker, then is this too not part of his plan? Could it not be a gift, a final haunting melody to send us into the afterlife with hearts opened? Could this not be his song? It scratches at my thoughts, the music almost a voice, at once unearthly and beautiful. I found myself humming it aloud a few days past. Where once it intruded, it now feels a natural part of my mind's course. It coils around memories I hold dear. Training with Sir Keller, riding in the moonlight, my mother's face the last time I saw her, and inserts itself into them, so that I could almost swear that music, that sense of a presence watching and calling, had always been a part of what I remember. This is what the senior wardens warned us of, I imagine. I should not find it beautiful. I must remember the corruption and recognize that my mind is slowly losing to the wit to differentiate between this world and that which would consume and destroy it. I can. I will tell the wardens tomorrow. I have seen their looks. They already know, I suspect. I will heed the calling and go to the deep roads to die with the dwarves, fighting as a Grey Warden should. But if I am to die after all I have given, can I not at least allow myself the pleasure of the song's beauty? The final pages of To My Fellow Wardens by Sir Marjorie Baron. Yeah. That is, I think, one of the greatest mysteries in the Dragon Age world. What exactly is the calling? Whose voice are the Grey Wardens hearing?
I heard what he said. Hopefully we'll find some answers in the Western Approach, though I fear what those answers will be. I've seen too much blood magic to ever trust where it leads.
True.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Examine. Banner of the Blind Men. This banner marks the cave as an outpost of the Blind Men, notorious smugglers who were known to sell slaves to Tevinter. It is possible that the Grey Warden asked them politely to leave so that he could use their hideout, although the blood stains on the walls suggest otherwise. Okay, thank you, Strahd, for eradicating the Blind Men. Okay, where do we go from here? Somewhere... Oh, yeah, never mind. I thought we were in the Western Approach. Wow. We have to go to the Western Approach. We were in Crestwood. Here. The closest one would probably be this one. This camp. Huh, I don't know why I'm not seeing chats from YouTube. I guess there's just no chat. The bot is not chatting either. That's alright.
Word for you.
No thank you. I'm no longer accepting requisitions from the Western Approach. Rose on YouTube says, can you see this? Yes, I can. Thank you. Yay! Yeah, the stream elements on YouTube works too. Yay! I guess it's just because no one has been chatting on YouTube. That's why the bot doesn't send any of its timed alerts and all that. Some serpents too. Okay, here we are. I am going to be back just a minute before we continue with this main quest. Hello! We are back. We are here. Okay. Let's continue the main quest.
I'm
Ooh,
glad you made it.
cutscene already.
I fear they've already started the ritual.
It has to be blood magic. I hope we can stop them before more people get hurt.
All right. Let us
Take point.
do.
I'll guard your backs.
Let's do this. Oh, that's already a bad sign. Ha 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 ha.
Wait! No.
Who
Warden
is
Commander
that
Clarel's
fool?
orders were clear.
This is wrong.
It is wrong.
Remember your oath. In war, victory. In peace, vigilance. In death,
Sacrifice.
sacrifice.
Ha! Oh.
Now bind it. just
Blood
like
magic. Binding demons? Wow. Ouch, says Rose. Okay, that's an entirely different form of mind control.
Inquisitor, what an unexpected pleasure. Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, at your service.
You are no warden.
Mm-hmm.
But you are. The one Clarel let slip. And you found the Inquisitor and came to stop me. Shall we see how that goes?
Okay. Wardens, he is deceiving all of you.
Wardens, this man is lying to you. He serves an ancient Tevinter Magister who wants to unleash a blight.
That's a very serious accusation. Let's see what the Wardens think. Wardens, hands up.
Wow. Amazing.
Hands down.
Corypheus has taken their minds.
They did this to themselves. You see, the calling had the Wardens terrified. They looked everywhere for help.
Even Tevinter.
Yes, and since it was my master who put the calling into their little heads, we in the Venatori were prepared. I went to Clarel full of sympathy, and together we came up with a plan.
Please. We should learn
Raise
our
a demon army,
lessons.
march into the deep roads, and kill the old gods before they wake.
No matter how desperate you are, please don't choose to Tevinter. Just let it happen. Oh my. Always remember, it could always get worse. Okay, yeah. Yeah. You tricked them.
So you manipulated the Wardens to build an army of demons for Corypheus.
Just so. Sadly for the Wardens, the binding ritual I taught their mages has a side effect. They are now my master's slaves. This was a test. Once the rest of the Wardens complete the ritual, the army will conquer Thedas.
Huh. What's in it for you? Power?
Do you really want to see the world fall to the Blight? What do you get out of this?
The Elder One commands the Blight. He is not commanded by it, like the mindless Darkspawn. The Blight is not unstoppable or uncontrollable. It is simply a tool.
Okay.
Somebody's certainly a tool.
As for me, while the Elder One rules from the Golden City, we, the Venatori, will be his god kings here.
And you believe that? Oh wow. Corypheus made them do this?
So Corypheus influenced the Wardens and made them do this ritual.
Made them? No. Everything you see here, the blood sacrifices to bind the demons, the Wardens did it of their own free will. Fear is a very good motivator, and they were very afraid.
Yeah.
You should have seen Clarel agonize over the decision. Burdens of command, I suppose.
Okay. Why kill the old gods?
Why would the Wardens try to kill the old gods?
A blight happens when Darkspawn find an old god and corrupt it into an archdemon. If someone fought through the deep roads and killed the old gods before they could be corrupted, woof, no more blights, ever. The Wardens sacrificed their lives and saved the world. Although I fear history will remember them a little differently now.
And why risk using demons?
Why would Clarel risk using demons?
Demons need no food, no rest, no healing. Once bound, they will never retreat, never question orders. They are the perfect army to fight through the deep roads.
But they're
Or
also
across
easily
Olay.
controllable.
Now they are bound to my master.
John on Twitch says this game made the Wardens look kinda coward and dumb, contrast to the heroes they were in Origins. That is true. I guess it just shows how, you know, if the leader is desperate and they're not smart enough, then they do what they consider the only option, I'd say. Yeah. You're dead. I've seen worse. Let the Wardens go. I know he won't, but not for the lack of trying.
Release the Wardens from the binding and surrender. I won't ask twice.
No, you won't.
Welcome
The
back,
Elder One
John.
showed me
How are
to
your
deal with
cats?
In the event you were foolish enough to interfere again. That mark you bear, the anchor that lets you pass safely through the veil, you stole that from my master. He's been forced to seek other ways to access the Fade. When I bring him your head, his gratitude will be...
That's why you just stop talking. Too much ego. It's always bad for you.
Kill them!
Rose says, welcome back. Hope your cats are doing well. I remember your cats' names are Old Boy and... is it Big Mama? Or something like that? Their translations at least. Lamson on YouTube asks, does this game let you bang dragons? No, but it lets you, but there's Iron Bull. And Kunari have some sort of dragon blood in them. So does that count? If that counts, then the answer would be yes. Yes to your question, at least. John says the ragdoll is so funny. Here you go. Oh my, I got caught in the mine again.
They refused to listen to reason.
You were correct. Through their ritual, the mages are slaves to Corypheus.
Mm-hmm.
And the Warden warriors? Of course. Sacrificed in the ritual. What a waste.
They were misled.
Eremon's lied to the Wardens. They were trying to prevent future blights.
With blood magic and human sacrifice.
The Wardens were wrong, Hawk. But they had their reasons.
All blood mages do. Everyone has a story they tell themselves to justify bad decisions. And it never matters. In the end, you are always alone with your actions.
True.
I believe I know where the Wardens are, Your Worship.
Very
Ehrman
true.
fled in that direction. There's an abandoned Warden fortress that way. Adamant.
Okay. Excellent work, Stroud. Let's go there then.
Good thinking.
The Warden and I will scout out Adamant and confirm that the other Wardens are there. We'll meet you back at Skyhold.
Back at Skyhold? Let's just go. Let's just go. Well, at least it gives us time to loot. Yeah, if I were the Warden Commander, I would have tried to find the cause for that mass calling that's happening. Instead of just, you know, giving up and allying with Tevinter, asking for Tevinter's help. That always ends up bad. Like, you know, like with the rebel mages. A letter found in a Grey Warden mage. Mishend, I don't trust this ritual Clarel is talking about. Are you sure it's safe? Have you ever used blood magic? I don't care what the chantry says. I doubt they'd approve of the joining if they knew everything about us. But my family fought to venture slavers near the border. This Ehrman sounds like everything that's wrong with the Imperium. I'll be waiting for you when you get back. If you can look me in the eye and tell me that this ritual is safe, I won't speak of it again. If not, just come back safe, please. Sure enough. Too late. Which is sad. Okay. And John says it's getting cooler here. Some of them like to snuggle in my lap all day if they can. Oh, that's really nice. How sweet. Once it's full winter, they don't want to leave me. Oh, but then how are you going to do, you know, whatever you need to do at home? If they're always there, clinging to you. Lamson on YouTube says, I'm adding Dragon Age to my wish list. I forgot how good BioWare games are. Yeah, I'm very excited for the upcoming game, the Veilguard, which comes out on the 31st. It's just a few, I'd say like a week and a half or something from now. When is the 31st? Let me check. The 31st is a Thursday. Yeah, so like a few days from now. 12 days from now, I think. So that would be great. That would be a good thing to purchase if you'd like. Or you can also just play Inquisition first if you prefer it that way as well. The Gate Guardians, and as I walked in the desert, I saw a great armored figure whose form blotted out the sky. At first, I took it to be no more than met the eye. A simple spiked statue, but as I approached, this deceptive icon transformed into a warrior as graceful as it was massive, its bladed staff leveled at me with energy crackling from its tip. Though my position was hardly optimal, primal magic burned a few feet from my face, I kept my wits and asked this mighty golem to show me mercy. The armored figure spoke with a voice to make the sky quake and the stars scream. It sought magic to keep itself alive, it said, and the blood of the earth was the energy on which it survived. Having knowledge of the dwarves and delirium they provided to our mages, I directed the golem to the mage Atronus, who live in nearby Perivandium, and it left without another word. That is inspiration for the Gate Guardians I have designed, as fanciful a tale as it might seem. As for why I have asked that each guardian cast from my designs be inset with a small lyrium rod, I must primarily state that it is mere fancy. If Archon Ishal, gentle autocrat that he is, sees fit to ensure that my statues are known across the Empire, I hear that one shall stand in the western approach. I would treasure the small hope that someday I might see one walk again, a tale told by Appius Trius, famed sculptor whose creations all sparked the imagination of those who beheld them, from artists of ancient Tevinter. Okay, so we are correct in thinking that this is Tevinter. These things, these knights that we see here in the Western Approach, they were all sculpted by a Tevinter artist. John Shepard says, just a plot convenience. The Warden plot could have been written better. I guess so. Lamson on YouTube says, I played none of them, but after Mass Effect gave me a live long... Oh, okay, that gasm. I assume this is also good. Very good. If you are into fantasy games, I highly recommend playing Dragon Age. You can choose to start from the first one, Dragon Age Origins. You can also just play the Veilguard, which is the newest game coming out in a few days. A lifelong pleasure that you got from Mass Effect. Good to hear about that. I did enjoy playing Mass Effect as well. It is a very good game. I think Mass Effect writing is top notch.
He likes them. Truly?
Very much, Lady Ambassador.
It's just butter and sugar. Ferelden taste is so simple.
Josie is busy with her her job. Kay Shinriki on Twitch, hello there. Kay asks, who did you sacrifice? Well, I'm not there yet. I haven't even started.
I tracked that Venatori mage back to Adamant Fortress. They're looking at assault options now in the war room.
Thanks for coming.
You did well, Varric. The Inquisitor is just who we need.
Oh, it's been great. Murderous wardens, archdemon attacks, plenty of blood mages and crazy Templars. Just like home.
Mm-hmm.
I know how much you hated leaving Kirkwall.
This is the ass end of Thedas. You know they eat snails here?
Snails taste
Still,
good,
I
Varric.
I need to finish this out. If it weren't for me and Bartrand, none of this would have happened. So much for changing our lives.
That's what happens when you try to change things. Things change. You can't always control how.
Please don't blame yourself, Varric. It's not your fault.
I tracked the Wardens to Adamant Fortress, Inquisitor. Your specialists have my full report.
Cool. Let's go start it then. But I am going to sacrifice Hawke. If you're wondering. All right. We got a report here. Improving morale, Commander. Everyone's grateful for the new cook. A good meal after a long day's early lifts the spirits. Talk around the dinner table has become more lively. Supplies in the approach are limited, but I swear that man can cook anything from nothing. One night he managed to produce fish and egg pie. I haven't had one of those since Starkhaven. Sometimes the smallest things remind you what you're fighting to protect. Not Captain Ryland. Okay, I guess we helped our forces in the western approach. Let's see if there's any other report. No. Guess not. Okay, let's proceed. Oh, here. A letter to Josephine with information about Tal Vashoth. She is said to disagree strongly with the Bard on matters of trade. She is a bitter enemy of the Orlesian after blood was shed between them early in their adventuring days due to the Orlesian biting corpses with magic. Okay, I guess the Orlesian is the Venatori. Okay, we'll deal with all that in the next stream. Let's go start this main quest. Here lies the Abyss. Adamant Fortress has withstood countless darkspawn attacks without falling. The Grey Ward is defending its walls are legendary warriors. To prevent Warrior Commander Clarel from raising an army of demons, Inquisition forces will need siege engines powerful enough to breach Adamant's defenses. Let's go.
Adamant Fortress has stood against the Darkspawn since the time of the Second Blight.
Fortunately for us, that means it was built before the age of modern siege equipment. A good trebuchet will do major damage to those ancient walls. And thanks to our Lady Ambassador...
Lady Cyril of Jadar was pleased to lend the Inquisition her sabers. They've already delivered the trebuchets.
All right.
That is the good news.
Great, great. John Shepard says Mass Effect and romance are more impactful as you can keep one love interest for 3 games. That is quite true. Yeah, I think when it comes to romance, writing, interactions with NPCs, you know, companions in general, I think Mass Effect might be my favorite game. He also says, I wish I could romance Morgan in every DA game, but they have different protagonists, so that will be wildly weird. I can imagine. Okay, I'm listening.
And the bad news? Erimond called the ritual at the western approach a test. He may already be raising his army of demons in the fortress.
The Inquisition forces can breach the gate, but if the Wardens already have their demons...
I found records of Adamant's construction. There are choke points we can use to limit the field of battle.
That's good. We may not be able to defeat them outright. But if we cut off reinforcements, we can carve you a path to Warden Commander Clarel.
A great idea, Cullen. Okay, your husband Cullen is very valuable to our to our cause. Okay. This will be bloody.
Taking this fortress is going to get a lot of good soldiers killed.
Our soldiers know the risks, Inquisitor, and they know what they're fighting for.
It'll be hard fought, no way around it, but we'll get that gate open.
It's also possible that some Wardens may be sympathetic to our cause.
I hope
the
so.
The warriors may be willing to listen to reason, though I doubt they will turn against Clarel directly. The mages, however, are slaves to Corypheus. They will fight to the death.
We've built the siege engines and readied our forces, Inquisitor. Give the word, and we march on Adamant.
All right. Lamson on YouTube says there's an underground BioWare game nobody talks about called Jade Empire. If you play it, you might never want to play anything different again. Really? I'll look it up. Thank you for the information. I don't think I've heard of that. So let's go check it out after stream. And I hope it's something that we can pick up and play on the stream as well. Let's confirm this operation costs 20 power. Doesn't really matter. We have 125. Let's go. Kei Shinriki says, it is my husband. Yeah. Although Garrus definitely above. Garrus versus Cullen. You only have one choice. Who would you pick, Kay? Let's go. What? It was an explosion already. Whee! Trebuchets! Oh wow, they're marching. Ooh! That looks dangerous. Be careful, soldiers. Okay, so it's definitely Garrus. Go! Ram that door! Get that door open. Yay! This reminds me of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I always had to ram the door open when assaulting a fortress. For the wardens! Wait, no. We're attacking the wardens right now. But for the Inquisition! Okay. Oh, cutscene.
Pull back! They're through! Alright, Inquisitor. You have your way in. Best make use of it.
Thanks,
We'll
Cullen.
keep the main host of demons occupied for as long as we can.
Don't take risks.
I'll be fine. Just keep the men safe.
We'll do what we have to, Inquisitor. Warden Stroud will guard your back.
Okay.
Hawk is with our soldiers on the battlements. He's assisting them until you arrive.
Alright, everyone's in position. Ah! Demons!
There's too much resistance on the walls. Our men on the ladders
Oh,
can't
let's
get
go
a foothold.
to the
If you
wall
can clear out
first.
the enemies on the battlements,
The
we'll cover
battlements.
your advance.
Okay. Aye, aye, Captain. Okay, it says, to be honest, it's my belief that Garrus and Talia are canon romances for shepherds. Oh, really? I thought it was, Liara. Wait, where do we go first? Never mind, this is just a... Okay, we go this way. Oh. I'll start with this big guy here. Yay. Okay, big guy is knocked down. And he's out of commission. John says the medieval era siege tactics with ladders and rams. Yeah. Oh, here, there's loot. Okay, says medical. And then we're just watching like Grey's Anatomy or something. It's a medical show. The Good Doctor. Inscription upon a trebuchet stone and flowing formal script. All who walk inside of the mirror are one. An addendum and underneath it, painted quickly and sloppily. Stick this in your taint, Blighty. Who wrote that? Is that Sarah? I wonder. Sounds like Sarah. Could be someone else. John says medieval, autocorrect. And Liara is the canon romance. Kay says, no, I don't believe in Liara because of 2. John says they even made an entire DLC for ME2 just so you can have a romance scene with her, even though she's just a side character in the base game of Mass Effect 2. Lamson asks, are you American? No, I'm not, but I've been to America. And he also asked, or they also ask, can you fight with a sword and shield like that in real life too? I doubt that. No, I can't. I don't have any martial training, Lamson. Sorry to disappoint you. I would love to.
Sacrifice for some insane ritual.
Oh. Hey, let's save those Warden warriors. I would love to have some martial training. Sword and shield and all that. Barrack, be careful, brother!
Can't you see? This is madness! It's no use! Their minds are not their own!
Ooh, who are we fighting? Okay. Everything.
Keep your distance.
Just fall back to safety.
The Inquisition is here to stop Clarel, not to kill Wardens. If you fall back, you won't be harmed.
Yeah.
All right. My men will stay back. We want no part
Be
of this.
careful.
Deal with Clarel as you
Wardens.
must. Well said. I had hoped some of the Wardens would listen to reason.
Okay, we did the right thing. Kay says, yeah, exactly, because she was pulled in DLC. John says there's a line in the DLC where Shepard talked about having blue babies with Liara. That's so sweet. And if you transfer that save to ME3, then that line is used again before final battle. Aw. Yeah, I feel like the canon romance might be Liara. Especially because of the new trailer for, I wouldn't say new, but the most recent trailer for Mass Effect 4. Kay says, it's meh. I did say it was my belief. Well, yeah, that is true. We all have different headcanons. Tali, I like Tali very much. So I also, I can also see her as a canon romance for Shepard. Ew, is that a loot? Garrus, definitely the canon romance for, I'd say, a female, straight Shepard, a femme Shepard who's straight. Ooh, I love this song. Lamson on YouTube says, luckily I'm a jiu-jitsu trainer. Wanna wrestle? Cool. Nice. It's nice that you are a jiu-jitsu trainer. Where did you learn? Kay says, but Liara just doesn't make sense romance-wise. Ooh, more loot. And she also says, sorry I Valorant at the same time. I can't articulate my thoughts though. Don't worry. Are you playing Valorant right now? With your cute cat? I saw your cat pet thingy on Twitter. And I think that your cat is so cute. I love your cat. Your pet. Here we are at the battlements. Whoa, my. Sorry you didn't make it. Are we too late?
Clear the ladder. Our forces need a way up.
Yes, Cassandra. We'll do that. Hey Shinriki, how are you so good at multitasking? I can't do that. And don't worry, you're free to always express yourself however you want.
Let's get to the next one.
I also find it hard to
We'll clear a path for the rest of our forces.
to stay focused and talk on stream while things are going on. While in combat and ooh, wow. Oh, oh. And while reading the chat. John says, I think even some developers have said it, Liara is canon romance. You can't even romance Tali in ME1. She was added as an L, a love interest in ME2 as popular demand. I think she was a bit too young in ME1. John says, without Liara, there's no Shepherd. What do you mean? Kay says, yeah, neurodivergent law. Well, I'm the neurodivergent who can't multitask at all. I just can't. I've never been able to. I get so confused. I have to hyper focus or else. Or else I won't be able to do anything. We need to clear the siege points. Clear the siege points. They're all over there. I don't want to miss out on the siege points. I want to clear all the siege points. So I don't need supplies. I just want to loot a little. John says, also, Liara is crucial to the entire ME universe from the very beginning. She was the one who recovered Shepard's body and delivered to Cerberus in ME2. Okay. Is this a siege point? Oh, wow! It's huge. That's a huge demon. I'm gonna go near it. That's a pride demon. Kay says, I think it's exactly because she's so crucial and big that she doesn't make sense as a romance option. Oh, I can see your point. Ooh. A mini boss. Oh wow, it's immune. Well, at least we halved his health bar. We're getting there. There we go. Wait, there's more. No, he's done. Ah, there's this one. A demon. Is this considered a siege point? I guess so. Yeah. Okay. We've cleared another siege point. Protect my troops, please.
Good work. Stay with my forces and see that they survive this.
Yeah.
I'll keep the demons off them as best I can.
Thanks, Hawk. See you later in the fade. John says, that's a line of thinking. More like personal preference. Do I want to romance someone who's integral to this story for the entirety? Or someone who's there but a lot less involved, nothing to do with being canon or not? Yeah, I believe so too. It is personal preference. Romance options, romancing any character, or no character at all, is always a matter of preference. Okay, where do we go from here? I feel like we haven't been here. John says a Templar can one-shot the final boss of this mission. Wow. That's huge. One shot is a bit too big. A bit too overpowered. But that's cool. I think that's cool. I guess that was just a small area. Okay, let's proceed.
We need to clear a path for our guys.
Let's go! Another battlement. Another siege point, rather. In the battlement. Okay, says I think we are all allowed to have our own cannon. That's true. It's called the head cannon. Who do you think is the canon romance for, or your own head canon for the Inquisitor? Dude, this one is a tough guy. Also, Kay, I had planned to raid your stream because I saw you streaming a few minutes before I started streaming. But I guess you're done. Some other time, I guess. Kay says Solus. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Definitely. It makes so much sense. And Rose agrees as well. Come on! Cry Demon! Stop being immune to it! I don't want to have to change the name of, or the title of the stream, so we'll do our darnest, our best to, reach the fade. But I'm so happy that we're done with the Western approach, finally. We still have a lot of different explorable maps. If I'm not mistaken, there's still 4. So, got a long way ahead of us. By the way, while we're trying to defeat this Pride Demon, how do you plan to spend your weekend? Kay and John and everyone else in the chat. Come on, Pride Demon! It feels like this one is a bit stronger than the other. You can do it! He has no more shields. No more shields. And how are you all planning to spend your Halloween? Playing Veilguard? I wonder. I won't be playing Veilguard this Halloween because we still have a long way to go. We still have to complete the Dragon Age Inquisition. But I guess I'll just be I don't know, watching some Halloween movies on cable. Yeah, Stream Elements that bot, our bot, missed the time again. Sadly. Oh well. Kay says I have a worse dilemma. I can start Veilguard, but can only play until the 14th. Oh wow. Is there anything specific that you have to do after? John says, and I'll canonize Jack. She has the best character growth from 2 to 3. Sad we don't get much of her in 3. Yeah, I remember her. Oh, that took a long time.
Get tired, demons not so much.
Oh, inventory full. Why? Why did I forget to do some inventory management before we started this main quest? Oh well. We never learn our lesson. Yeah, I remember not liking Jack in Mass Effect 2. But I think yeah, she changed a lot in Mass Effect 3, although there isn't much of her. I agree. Let's see, what okay, 13. Let's use the Inquisition Scout hat, Carta hat. Maybe the Carta hat. Just because it's stronger. Inquisition Scout. For Dorian, he has his own hat. Let's give the Warden helmet to Varric. Rose says, yeah, I remember her having a nice character arc. Kate says, yeah, I'm leaving on a 2-month trip. Oh wow, to where? Wow. Some nice vacation time for you. A letter from Warden Commander Clarel. Magister Arimond, I am not an untutored apprentice. The Grey Warden mages who left the circle just after their harrowing might take your explanations at face value, but I was an enchanter before I joined the Grey Wardens. That the sacrifices, the death, are necessary to bind the demons, I grant you. You know more of such things than I, and I make no judgment upon it, but the manner of my magician's binding the demons is still unsettling. They answer my questions readily, but the words are spoken by rote, and several of the non-mages have complained that their comrades seem cold and unfeeling since the ritual. Some of that is natural, I grant you. One cannot kill a brother and come away unchanged, but if there is more to this, I will have it from you. The Inquisition presses us to action. Continue the rituals. If we must destroy them before we venture into the deep roads, so be it, but do not lie to me, Arimond. I stand against the blight, and no man, no Inquisitor, no Magister will get in my way. Clarel, poor her. Poor her, she, it's too late for her to really change things. She had made her decision, and yeah. She just shouldn't have trusted Arimond from the very beginning. John says, I love when a character goes through a journey and evolve. I do too. Liara and Tali mostly say the same. I think that's also realistic. Okay, we only have one objective left, and that is to find Warden Commander Clarel. I wonder how our troops are doing. I hope they are okay. I think that's realistic too. Some characters will definitely not evolve in some way or any way and will stay relatively the same. But yeah, I prefer seeing character growth. Although I am also fine with the fact that some characters just don't grow. They just don't grow. I think Liara, for the most part, is has been gentle and kind and nice and intelligent and friendly from the start, and I like that she stayed the same all throughout. I wouldn't have liked it if she. Ooh, Laura Bailey. I wouldn't have enjoyed it if she had become hardened. That would be sad to see. John says, same as Morgan, great character growth. Kay says she's a bit of a dork. Liara's a bit of a dork. Okay, are we ready? Okay, take me with you on your 2-month trip. I want to go on a 2-month trip.
How many of them are? You have fixed the use. Saved a lot of lives on the battlements, Inquisitor.
Ooh, good to hear.
The wardens have stood against us. Make her willing, we may be able to reason with Clarel.
Commander Cullen will hold the path open for us as long as possible, Inquisitor. Our forces are ready when you are.
All right. Supplies replenished. Let's get this party started. Oh, some loot box. Okay. Cutscene.
Wardens! We are betrayed by the very world we have sworn to protect.
The Inquisition is inside, Clarel. We have no time to stand on ceremony.
These men and
Calm
women are
down,
giving their lives, Magister.
Tevinter.
That might mean little in Tevinter, but for the Wardens, it is a sacred duty. It has been many long years, my friend.
Too many, Clarel. If my sword arm can no
Grandpa,
longer serve the
don't.
wardens, then my
Don't
blood
do
will have
it.
to do.
No. No. Grandpa, no.
It will.
No. No. We are stupid. Idiots. We're too late.
Stop them! We must complete the ritual!
Come on. Don't do this, Clarel. Please change your mind. I know it's too late, but better now than never.
Clarel, if you complete that ritual, you're doing exactly what Ehrman wants.
What? Fighting the Blight? Keeping the world safe from Darkspawn? Who wouldn't want that? And yes, the ritual requires blood sacrifice. Hate me for that if you must, but do not hate the Wardens for doing their duty.
Blah, blah,
We make
blah.
the sacrifices no one else will. Our warriors die proudly for a world that will never thank them.
And then your Tevinter ally binds the mages to Corypheus.
Corypheus? But he's dead.
This is so
People will
sad.
say anything to shake your confidence, Clarel.
Oh. She didn't know. If she had known, she wouldn't even do this. She'd just accept her fate.
Bring it through.
Please. No. John says Morgan changes a lot from the start of Origins to its end, especially if you romance her. Also in Inquisition, if she has a son, you can feel how gentle, caring she has become compared to the start of Origin. I remember that scene.
Please! I have seen more than my share of blood magic. It is never worth the cost.
I trained half of you myself. Do not make me kill you to stop this madness.
To stop this madness.
Be ready with the ritual, Clarel. This demon is truly worthy.
Please don't even. Okay, I spared wardens before. Some wardens may see reason. Innocent wardens may be spared. Good thing we spared the wardens on the battlements.
Listen to me. I have no quarrel with the wardens. I have spared those I could. I don't want to kill you, but you're being used. And some of you know it, don't you?
The mages who've done the ritual. They're not right. They were my friends, but now they're like puppets on a string.
You
That's
cannot
never
let fear
good.
sway your mind, Warden Chernoff.
He's not afraid. You are. You're afraid that you ordered all these brave men and women to die for nothing.
Yeah.
I honor your bravery, my brothers and sisters. But this is not the way. You have been tricked.
Please change your mind, Clarel. Order it off. Grandma, please.
Clarel, we have come so far. You're the only one who can do this.
Never trust a Tevinter unless he's
Perhaps we
Dorian.
could test the truth of these charges to avoid more bloodshed.
Or perhaps I should bring in a more reliable ally.
See?
My master thought you might come here, Inquisitor. He sent me this to welcome you.
Sure. It's just a dragon anyway. Oh, Grandma. Look at her face. She regrets everything. John says, Frostbite Engine facial hairs are all goofy and it's not good for RPGs. I'm glad that in the Veilguard, according to recent videos, the hair flows naturally, or more naturally at least. As naturally as it can get in a game. So let's test that when Veilguard comes out.
Clarel.
That face. Kay says, I won my game. I am free. Congratulations. You must be really good at FPS. I have a bad aim. Thanks. Help the Inquisitor. Thank you. You changed your mind at the last minute. The very last millisecond. Kay says, oops, sorry, didn't mean to caps. No worries at all. I have already tweaked the bots a bit, so caps are allowed. I hope you're not I hope you don't get timed out. I don't think you would. I've tweaked it. I think I did it 3 weeks ago. Come on! There's like 6 of us here. No, 7. There's literally 7 of us here. Wait, where's Baron? Kay says, I just hope I can play it with high enough settings without my stream dying. I hope so too. I have 4070 and still it's impossible to stream a lot of new games when you're a VTuber. Oh really? Is it because of the face tracking and all that? Does that consume resources? By the way, I will be releasing our first cover song sometime next week. I think it's on the 26th. So please do watch out for that. And I am excited to start streaming with my PNG tuber model so that you guys can kind of see what I look like. And we can interact a bit better. I'll have emotions. Yeah, I do hope that it's not as bad in terms of your computer resources and stuff. Kay says, yeah, between the YouTuber tracking and OBS, all resources are eaten up. It's hard. Technology isn't my strong suit. So, I hope all goes well for your stream. And if not, I hope you'll find a solution for it. Kay says, woo, let's go! Thanks. Rose says, oh, I didn't realize that having a VTuber model eats up resources. 4070 is a very good card too. I honestly don't know what I'm using. If you have tech questions, please go ask Rose. they know everything about this computer. I don't know. I have to like look it up and all that. I am so not techie. I always keep forgetting what my specs are.
How do we get out of here?
How do we get out of here? Pursue Clarel. She ran away? I thought she was helping us. Guess not. Excuse me. Is she upstairs? Rose says we have a 4072. I didn't know. I guess we have the same spec. John says that there can always be optimization issues. Veilguard isn't very resource intensive as far as official spec review goes. Good to know. Okay, that's done. Good to know. I hope that we all won't come across any issues, definitely. That will have a smoother time playing and streaming the new game. Kay says, plus overlays, stream elements, etc. Ah! Whoa! That was so unexpected. Kay says Hellblade 2 is really not made for streaming. Oh really? I watched my favorite streamer play Hellblade 2. I don't think he came across any specific issues, I'm not sure. I can't remember, it was a long time ago. A few months ago. Ooh, wow. I love how colorful magic is in the Dragon Age universe. I think I said that once or twice already, but it's still fun to say. It still holds true.
You've destroyed the Grey Wardens.
Oh no.
You did that to yourself, you stupid bitch.
Language.
All I did was dangle a little power before your eyes, and you couldn't wait to get your hands bloody.
Doom, 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 doom.
You could have served a new god.
Look at that. It looks like a baby. It looks like a sad baby crying. All curled up. No, Grandma! Ah! Bloody. The blood physics looks so weird. Ooh.
Victory. In peace, vigilance.
There's a good dragon. Good dragon. In death, sacrifice. Well, I'm glad that she changed her mind in the last millisecond and helped us sacrifice herself. That is a true Grey Warden, if I must say so myself. Okay, welcome to the Fade. We made it, everyone. After 2.5 hours, we finally made it. John says for most applications, you need a good CPU and at least 64GB RAM. 4070 is more than enough to handle games with 2K plus stream. I really hope that's the case for the Veilguard. Ooh, ooh. Where's up, where's down? John says at least 8 core, 16 thread CPU. Rose replies, yeah, more RAM is always good.
Where are we?
We were falling.
I've seen this in a music video before.
Are we dead?
I can't remember which
The
one.
Inquisitor
It's from
used
the
the mark
90s.
to open another rift. We fell through. I believe we're in the Fade.
We're finally here. Here.
The Fade looked much different the last time I was here.
The first time I entered the Fade, it looked like a lovely castle filled with gold and silks. I met a
Okay.
marvelous desire demon, as I recall. We chatted and ate grapes before he attempted to possess me.
Amazing.
Perhaps the difference is that we are here physically. This is no one's dream.
The stories say you walked out of the Fade at Haven. Was it like this?
Maybe. I can't remember much from that.
I don't know. I still can't remember what happened the last time I did this.
Well, whatever happened at Haven, we can't assume we're safe now. That huge demon was right on the other side of that rift Eramond was using. And there could be others.
In our world, the rift the demons came through was nearby, in the main hall. Can we escape the same way?
The Fate is always different from the waking world, so it might be a trick. I hope so.
It sounds like our best option. There. Let's go.
John says, Cole has nice dialogues in the Fade. Aw, too bad we didn't bring him. I always like my my besties to come with me to important main
Imagine
quests.
to walk in the Fade and survive.
So, we survive. Good to know.
Oh, I think we'll do maybe 5 to 10 minutes of the Fade before we end today's stream. Here, we can replenish our supplies. I want to fully explore the Fade. I don't want to miss out on anything. We've got boar here and some fish, a skull. Ooh, the spirit. A demon. Shadowed Viridian Crystal. investigate. What is this?
Perhaps we should search about a bit.
Fears of the dreamers, the pilgrim. I came to the Temple of Sacred Ashes with the faithful, ready to help at the conclave. I prayed to the Maker for peace, but the mountain shook and fell and buried me. Alone in the darkness, my legs crushed, I cried in fear of a world with no Maker, fading in and out of dreams of monsters inside the black. Light my final hours. Let me go to the Maker without the terrors of darkness confounding me. I shall help you. I want to help these lost souls.
Perhaps we should search about a bit.
Yeah, you already told me about it. There we go. Now you are free. Well, if this is a dreamer, that means that it didn't happen in real life, I guess. And we've got +1 magic. A plea from the warrior to the spirits. The wolves were our allies in the old days before Andraste, before the Maker. We knew this to be so, but man grew tired of the chase, the hunt, the truth of fang and steel and blood. Man put seeds in the ground, tended cattle and chickens, and built fences to keep the wolves away. Man bred hounds that would heel and sit in the bay, and told himself that the hounds were just as good. Now the Darkspawn come again. They break our fences, kill our cattle and chickens, burn our crops. Our dogs cower with tails between their legs, or if they fight, they fall to the poison of Darkspawn blood. If we are dying, and I am ashamed by my cowardice. The way of man and hound are not enough. I come to you, spirits of the old forest, I who built fences, I who came with fire and steel to drive you away. I come to you because fear has made my arms weak. I ask you for unforgiving rage to make them strong again. Kill the hound in my heart and grow strong from the meat on its bones. In its place, give me the wolf. Words caught in the bloody ripples of ancient water in the fade, somehow remembered. John says it has diminishing return after a point. Even 32 gigabytes is enough for a stream, but if you have lots of things in the background, then you need more. I think that is what Kay is saying, because of the face tracking, the overlays, the stream elements, alerts, and bots. It can be resource heavy, I'd say. John also says that Dorian Mage Staff looks like a big roasted turkey straight out of the oven. Yay! Thanksgiving! Happy Thanksgiving! We're a month in advance. John also says, yeah, it's fine. You definitely need 64 gigabytes for 4K stream or capture and editing. Hastily written note. A letter by a burning candle. Maker, give me strength. When the Darkspawn came to Denerim, I wept so hard that I could not see, but still I fought for you. When demons poured from the sky where the Temple of Sacred Ashes used to stand, my hand shook so badly that I could not aim my bow, but still I fought for you. When Corypheus and his archdemon destroyed Haven and killed my friends, I screamed until I had no voice, but still I fought for you. They are sending me to attack Adamant. They say that the fortress is defended by an army of demons, and the odds are grim. We cannot win, but our distraction, our sacrifice may give the important people the chance to do what is necessary. My stomach is knotted, and I see dead friends from old battles reaching out for me every time I close my eyes. I am so afraid, Maker, but still I will fight for you, writer unknown. I guess that's one of our Inquisition soldiers, I'd say. Okay, that is where we came from. Where do we go? We go that way. Let's try this path first. Inventory full. Okay then. I don't think I need any of these blue ones. Okay. I'll definitely do some inventory management off stream. I will do that. by the way, John, I have read your the first chapter of your is that a novel? A short story? And I think it's great. I was very impressed. I think it's a little dark. I can kinda imagine, you know, what you meant by the protagonist's, or what could be the protagonist's past, I'd say, what she did. And yeah, that's a little bit dark, but I'm very excited to read more of it. Book, Walking the Fade, Frozen Moments. I once studied the Fade as a scholar, dissecting it as a child might a rat or a frog. I was young and craved the power conquering the Fade could bring. I tried in vain to chart its paths, and when that failed, I attempted to secure them. In my arrogance, I struggled against the Fade's very nature. How does one pin down a dream? How can one control a thought so that it might travel always the same course from conception to completion? Only when I let go of my desires and humbled myself was the Fade open to me. The spirits came and took it upon themselves to be my guides, my lanterns in the darkness. At their command, the paths grew still, and I could walk them again and again. I was shown vast oceans containing not water but memories, drawn from the minds of dreamers. I drifted through frozen moments like paintings, perfect in each detail. As I explored this impossible realm, the spirits kept darker things at bay. I came to trust them, even love them, and I saw my own love reflected in them. To know the Fade, one cannot seek to master it. The Fade is the master, the teacher. We are merely apprentices. Writings of Magister Callistus of Terraven, known to some as Callistus the Fade Touched. Okay. Okay, there's something over there, but I will be back. I am gonna be back. Let's continue. Here we are. John Shepard says a good rule of thumb is to have at least double the RAM of your GPU VRAM. 4K video creators all have 4090, which is 24 gigabytes VRAM, so you'll need more than 32 gigabytes RAM. Okay. And John also says, thanks for the read. It is supposed to be dark. I'm drawing it from a very intimate headspace. I think you said there, you wrote there that it's inspired by true events. Is that true? Got magic +1. Let's see, did we miss anything? Hopefully not. We'll be ending the stream in a while after the next cutscene, I guess. Nothing else here. Okay then, let's go. Let's go climb the stairs. Ooh, wow. So ominous. And that is our way out, I think. Hi!
By the Maker. Could that be?
I greet you,
The
Warden.
Divine.
And you, Champion.
Divine Justinia. Most holy.
Cassandra.
Cassandra, is it really her?
Cassandra, you knew the Divine. Is this really her?
I don't know. It is said the souls of the dead pass through the Fade and sometimes linger, but we know the spirits lie. Be wary, Inquisitor.
I fear the Divine is indeed dead. It is likely we face a spirit. Or a demon.
You think my survival impossible. Yet here you stand alive in the Fade yourselves. In truth, proving my existence either way would require time we do not have.
Surely you can understand our concerns and explain what you are.
I am here to help you.
Okay.
You do not remember what happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, Inquisitor.
Yeah, that's right.
No, I don't.
The memories you have lost were taken by the demon that serves Corypheus. It is the nightmare you forget upon waking. It feeds off memories of fear and darkness, growing fat upon the terror. The false calling that terrified the Wardens into making such grave mistakes? Its work.
I would gladly avenge the insult this nightmare dealt my brethren.
You will have your chance, brave Warden. This place of darkness is its lair.
John says one of my IRL friends who actually studied literature and is a writer inspired me to write it, but it takes me to a place in my head that I don't want to go to. It takes a lot of me to write it, so I stop. Maybe one day I'll finish it. It's not for soft minds. I mark it as adults. For adults only. I see. I have so many unfinished works too, so that's just how it is with writing. But yeah, it's always up to you if you'd like to finish it, and let me know if once you've written, or if you decide to write a second chapter, and I'll read it as well. Why do demons serve Corypheus?
Corypheus seems to have a lot of demons at his disposal. How does he command so many?
I know not how he commands his army of demons. His power may come from the Blight itself, but the nightmare serves willingly. For Corypheus has brought much terror to this world. He was one of the Magisters who unleashed the first Blight upon the world, was he not?
That is true.
Every child's cry as the Archdemon circles. Every dwarf's whimper in the deep roads. The nightmare has fed well.
How do... Oh crap, this sounds like Varric. How do we get home then?
Can you help us get out of the Fade?
That is why I found you. When you entered the Fade at Heaven, the demon took a part of you. Before you do anything else, you must recover it.
Okay.
These are your memories, Inquisitor.
Alright, that is what we need to do. Kill the demons and recover memories. John says, yes, it is from personal experience. Let's say that I've known the protagonist very intimately for years. I see. Well, that's really sad. It's sad that it happened to her.
Why are you doing this? You, of all people!
Okay, next memory.
Bring forth the sacrifice.
Run where you can! Warn them!
Oh. That was such a silly face. Okay. Now we can see what actually happened at the Conclave.
Now is the hour of our
Why are you doing this? You, of all people.
It's Grey Warden.
The sacrifice still.
Under Corypheus's control.
Someone help me!
Kay says, "Oh, the boy's daddy."
What's going on here?
Deep boys, Corypheus. Ah! Don't pick up things. That's lesson learned. Don't pick up stuff that you don't know.
So, your mark
You
did
don't
not
know what
come
it
from
is.
Andraste. It came from the orb Corypheus used in his ritual.
Corypheus intended to rip open the veil, use the anchor to enter the Fade, and throw open the doors of the Black City. Not for the old gods, but for himself. When you disrupted his plan, the orb bestowed the anchor upon you instead.
Yeah, this is what I suspected.
I never thought Andraste did this. I did this myself, through my actions. No maker required.
And now you may be certain. You cannot escape the lair of the nightmare until you regain all that it took from you. You have recovered some of yourself, but now it knows you are here.
All
You
right.
must make haste. I will prepare the way ahead.
Something troubles you, Hawk.
Those were Grey Wardens holding the Divine in that vision.
True.
Their actions led to her death.
I assumed he had taken their minds, as you have seen him do before. Come, we can argue after we escape this dark place.
You're supposed to be friends.
Oh, I intend to.
Don't argue. John says, I find it funny that my character is
have been the most
wearing the same
Well, I have no
armor in
idea if its
flashback.
spirit
Yeah.
is not acting like one. No demon would have been so helpful without asking something in return.
And what of the demon she mentioned? This nightmare sounds dangerous.
Sounds like it preys on fear. Stealing people's memories. That's low, even for a demon. Memories make us what we are.
Yeah.
A monster that takes them away. I don't want to think about that.
That's
After what
true,
it
brother.
Did to my fellow wardens, I pray we find some way to strike it down.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we shouldn't be wearing the same exact armor in the flashback. Kay says, I think it's a demon in her, not the Corypheus. The demon in me? The demon in us? Is it the demon inside me? Well, I think that is this is a good time to end the stream for now. We still have I wouldn't say a long way, but we still have a few things to do here in the Fade. Definitely to defeat the Nightmare Demon. But that is what we're going to do. That is our priority, our main goal in our next stream, which I hope will be soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you had some fun with us here in our exploration of Adamant Fortress and the Fade. And we'll continue our exploration of the Fade and trying to find our way out of the Fade in the following stream, or next stream. Kay says in here, oh no, cliffhanger. Yeah, it's a cliffhanger. Sorry for that, but we've been streaming for a while now, more than almost 3 hours. So I think this is a good time to stop for now. Thank you again, and if you haven't done so, please consider following me on Twitch and on YouTube, or subscribing to the channel rather, and following me on my socials on Twitter and on Threads and Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, good night, and take care. John says see you next time. Have a nice day, Rose and Bun. Thank you again, Kay and John and everyone else in the chat. See ya!